want to talk about the next part of the spine up, and that's kind of where the ribcage is connected, the thoracic spine. Okay, so if you take your arms overhead, they're down, just getting way back. You notice that tends to pull the ribcage off of the table there. The arm movements tend to pull the ribcage up off the table. Okay, so let's bring the arms back down your sides. There's a couple things to get the ribcage stabilized. One is the breath into the back of the ribcage. So we talked about that already. That's the breath in here and here. Into the back of the ribs, right? And then the other part is the abdominal elongation right at the base of the ribs. So you're pulling in right above the bottom rib. Okay? So let's practice that a little bit. Let's inhale and backwards as arms come up to the ceiling. Exhale, arms overhead and pull in right there. Inhale back to the ribs. And exhale, arms down to your sides there. Very good, very good. Inhale back to the ribs. Exhale, and then pull in right below. We're not imprinting the lumbar spine, but the lumbar spine still has this small space under the low back. Right there, right? We're going to talk about the next part of the spine up, and that's kind of where the ribcage is connected, the thoracic spine. Okay? So if you take your arms overhead, they're down, just getting way back. You notice that tends to pull the ribcage off of the table there. The arm movements tend to pull the ribcage up off the table there. Okay? So bring the arms back down your sides. There's a couple things to get the ribcage stabilized. One is the breath into the back of the ribcage. So we talked about that already. That's the breath in here and here. Into the back of the ribs, right? And then the other part is the abdominal elongation right at the base of the ribs. So you're pulling in right below the bottom rib. Okay? So let's practice that a little bit. Let's inhale and backwards as arms come up to the ceiling. Exhale, arms overhead and pull in right there. Inhale back to the ribs. And exhale, arms down to your sides there. Very good, very good. Inhale back to the ribs. Exhale, and then pull in right below. We're not imprinting the lumbar spine, but the lumbar spine still has a small space under the low back. Right there, right? We're going to talk about the next part of the spine up, and that's kind of where the ribcage is connected, the thoracic spine. Okay? So if you take your arms overhead, they're down, just getting way back. You notice that tends to pull the ribcage off of the table there. The arm movements tend to pull the ribcage up off the table there. Okay? So let's bring the arms back down your sides. There's a couple things to get the ribcage stabilized. One is the breath into the back of the ribcage. So we talked about that already. That's the breath in here and here. Into the back of the ribs, right? And then the other part is the abdominal elongation right at the base of the ribs. So you're pulling in right below the bottom rib. Okay? So let's practice that a little bit. Let's inhale and backwards as arms come up to the ceiling. Exhale, arms overhead and pull in right there. Inhale back to the ribs. And exhale, arms down to your sides there. Very good, very good. Inhale back to the ribs. Exhale, and then pull in right below. We're not imprinting the lumbar spine, but the lumbar spine still has this small space under the low back. Right there, right? Inhale and exhale overhead there, keeping that nice neutral spine position. And then just the next one again, show what that might look like. So the word's imprint right there. So it's inhale up to the ceiling, exhale overhead, and then we roll there. And so what you might do is just keep that and roll the pelvis back there to get that back to that neutral position. Very good. And then down. Let's just do one more. So inhale up there.